It's not every day that you go onto the ITV quiz show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and walk away with £500,000. So how would you feel if your brother went and doubled that prize a year later?
I bet you'd be quite happy. Well, David Fierce says he was proud and delighted after his brother, Donald, did exactly that. We saw him, you might have watched it, scoop the big prize on Friday.
We'll speak to David in a moment, but first let's remind ourselves how he and Donald managed to bag a cool £1.5 million between them.
Then McDowey, final answer.
You just got £64,000.
It's A, Bahamas, final answer.
The right answer, £64,000.
Final answer, Coleman's mustard.
You owe this audience a hell of a drink. £500,000!
James Callaghan, final answer.
You've just won £500,000. This is for £1 million.
I don't know. I'm going to walk away with the money. Yeah.
If you'd have given me an answer, what would it have been?
It'd be an Audrey Hepburn, I think.
You'd have lost £436,000.
But yeah, I couldn't have risked that.
Blackbeard, final answer.
Donald Fear. You've just won £1 million! I mean, you described your brother as your hero and your best friend.
He is.
Other way round now as well, I'm suspecting. I mean,
He'll be very pleased for me. That's the sort of person he is.
Well, let's find out from David, actually, who joins us right now. Morning to you. Were you pleased for your brother to see him walk away with that million?
Oh, of course I was. Really proud.
Did you give him many tips before he went on the show? Because obviously you've been there, you've done it, and you've managed to win £500,000 yourself. Well,
I told him what the procedure was, and I just said to him, do a professional job. And I think that's what he did.
Did you know the answers to all his questions?
No, I would have come away with £500,000, I think.
Oh, really?
For the £500,000 question, I'd have had to ask him as a phone a friend, and I wouldn't have known the £1 million question. So he certainly deserves the million. He'd have gone better than me.
David, you were actually one of your brother's phone and friends, weren't you? But he managed to not only win the million, but he did it without using all his lifelines. So he didn't need you.
He's the first one to do that. I think everyone else, Judith Keppel, Pat Gibson, they all used all their lifelines in getting to the million.
So what makes your family so good at this quiz?
Oh, I don't know. Luck with the questions. I mean, other people have been on there and got really difficult questions, and it's just luck with the questions we had, I think. Were you quizzers as a family growing up? You know, you sort of Trivial Pursuiters. Where did you? Because there are some people who are good at quizzes. I know there are professional quizzers out there as well, but you both seem to have such a huge range of general knowledge, and then specific stuff where needed as well. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think we were lucky with the schools we had. And I know, for example, Don had the famous poet Charles Colsley as a teacher in primary school. We didn't have a TV before we were in our teens, so we did a lot of reading as kids. And then we just liked amassing facts, I think, and we were competitive and gave each other quizzes and so on in the family, and that's where it came from, I think. I think the clue is in your bookshelves. Yeah. Just talk us through. I mean, I think I can see travel books, I can see maps. What kind of things do you read? I tend to like factual books. I don't tend to read many novels or anything like that, but yeah, factual books I like reading. Right. So between you, you've won £1,500,000. Your brother was saying that he's given quite a bit of it away to his family. He's going to give away to charity, and I think he wants to enjoy a nice holiday as well. What did you spend your £500,000 on? Well, again, I helped the family out, and I went on a holiday to Uganda to see gorillas and chimpanzees, and that was absolutely fantastic, really fantastic. What kind of thing is he planning to spend? I mean, apart from giving it away, has he got any special things he's going to do, as far as you know? I think he's keeping his powder dry at the moment. I think he'll take time and think about it. He won't waste it. And presumably... he's not into fast cars or anything. Sorry to interrupt again. I'm having a day like that. Presumably, he knew, but it was recorded some time ago, so he's had to keep quiet, has he? Yeah, he had to keep quiet. Well, I guessed basically at the time, because being a phone a friend, if you're not being used, either something's gone really wrong or he's done really well. And seeing as I knew my father was another phone a friend, and these days with COVID, you have 3 phone a friends and you can use 2 of them. And his third phone a friend was the other one that I used, Don's quiz partner. So I phoned them straight after the programme and found out they hadn't been used either. So it was pretty obvious he either crashed and burned or did really, really well.
I think the pair of you were so calm under pressure as well. I mean, when that final question came up, it was amazing, wasn't it, that he'd actually taught that subject and knew that Blackbeard had died in 1718. And I know that probably helps you feel calm.
Yeah. When Judith Keppel won, she was the first one across, and she'd been to Eleanor of Aquitaine's grave just a few months previously. On my run, there was a question about the Taj Mahal. I'd been there a few months previously, so it's a lot of luck, isn't it, really?
And just really briefly, how do you prepare to be phone a friend? I mean, that must be really nerve-wracking.
There's so many facts to learn, and you can't learn them all. So I just tried to spot up a bit on some of my weaker spots.
Brilliant.
Not many weak spots. Really
You weren't
appreciate you coming
even
on.
needed.
Congratulations on your win. And when you speak to your brother, tell him congratulations from us as well. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Would I be your phone a friend, Louise, if you ever on?
Actually, yeah, you might be. But you know.
You can say no.
You know how much we both love quizzes. We would have said no anyway.
Exactly. I can't bear it.
Earlier we asked for your pictures, which capture the mood of the UK during lockdown.